if any of you seen my videos of my rock tumblers, this guy here I started way before the rock tumblers. Actually, this piece was made in 2013, so this is a project that I stalled on. Work and life got in the way. I've got a little time now, I can work on it. This is going to be a spear machine, a 3-headed spear machine. I built them before. I have a video out there. It's got a lot of views. Shows it, but it was a big, huge contraption. This is only about 13 inches long. For smaller spears, actually, I didn't need the bigger one that I had. This is just the base. Put this down here. I have the 3 legs that'll hold the motor. This one has a rounded off radius. How these will go on, will not be using these shoulder bolts. They aren't the ones that are needed for this, and they're horribly expensive. I'll probably turn something on my lathe that'll fit, and they don't fit anyways. Let's get a couple bolts for demonstration here. Come on out. All right. Put this guy on here. And imagine there's 3 of these here, and they'll be tilted back like this. The spear will be here, and it'll be rotating in all different directions. The 3 heads makes it kind of rotate, kind of round, and that will form my spear. What I have left to finish on these is these side plates here. These have to be rounded. I can do those either with a file, or I can do it with a milling machine. That's how I did these. Actually, I did a milling machine and a file. So what you do is you put them in the vise. You kind of turn it. You gotta get reposition the piece, and I'll show you a bit later. And until you get somewhat of a round area, then you just take a file and just round it over. It's nothing but pure aesthetics. I could leave them square and it'll work just fine. I've also got to make a little bit of a recess in here, probably just 10 thousandths or 20 thousandths of an inch, just so they're not the same width as this block here. That allows it to go, and it does not matter if there's sideways movement, because the one I made before actually used door hinges, like the ones that you have on every door in your house, and it worked just fine. There's a lot of sideways play, but it still made the balls round within a 10 thousandths of an inch. This is what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to set up for my procedure. Okay, we're going to go for the first cut. Looks pretty good. see I've got it to my scribe line there. A little bit of peak. And I'll take care of my vise now, and I'll clean it up on my vise. Alright, first thing I'll do is take this top peak off. Tighten the vise a little. Okay, that's it. Oh, the camera. Here it is. You see I'm getting closer there. Right out with a curved motion. There we are. Pretty well round. Good enough for what I'm doing. Alright, now in these I have a little bit of a recess. It's very small. And I'm going to make that on these. I have my stop put in. I do multiple operations. I don't even take measurements. and done. All right, I have all these cleaned up now and ends done. We're just going to kind of set them up and assemble this. I haven't made the pivots yet. But we're just going to go ahead and assemble it. I'm just going to set up the camera so we can do that. All right, basically it's just 80-20, so take one of our Allen heads, stick her in there, feed that on a thread. Do the same with this side. You just slide her in here like this. Let's make one more. And I'll make sure that this goes on the inside. This is a little piece that I milled, so it's got a little clearance. Put it on there till it's finger tight. And put that on the other side. Slides right in. All right, I'm going to temporarily use these until I make my actual screws. So they don't have to be tightened down, they just have to be in there. Basically, a little space. I'm going to use this as a spacer. Get her to stay. There we go. Tighten these up. All right. Now that'll move freely back and forth. Doesn't have to remove much, but I'm gonna make different pins. So I can sit down there like that. All right, just got 2 more to do, and I'll do that off camera. All right, here it is with all the pieces mounted. They do turn. I have them tight just so they'll stay up on their own. I ran out of the screws, so I got to order more. So I got a couple little brass ones in there. But it's looking pretty good. I found that actually just putting them down like this and then putting my shim in here, easier to go ahead and do that instead of putting it on top. So anyways, that's all we're going to do on this for now. Fell down there. That's fine. Next thing we have to do is to build the actual heads that'll hold the motors. And that's next.